Hello, everyone. It's great to meet you. We are facing a silent invader with destructive power like a storm. Millions of dollars are being borne by the U.S. government as wild boars invade cities. Are you ready to explore how hunters are fighting to protect America? This video will not disappoint you. Leave a comment with the number 1 below, follow, and watch now. Wild boars are becoming an increasingly serious threat in Texas, causing damage not only to farmers, but also attacking infrastructure, from suburban areas to urban centers. With their wild instincts, they have caused millions of dollars in damage to the economy. Small businesses, from grocery stores to restaurants, are being affected as this invasive species disrupts their operations. They also rummage through trash bins, making the area unsanitary and spreading diseases. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the wild boar population in Texas has increased by nearly 30% each year, causing up to $1.5 billion in damage annually to the economy. Despite efforts by the government to install sealed trash bins, the situation has yet to reduce the number of wild boars. Hit the like button if you've ever found yourself in a situation where wild boars became America's nightmare. In the quiet of a cornfield in Texas, the sound of steel echoes as a massive net trap snaps shut, surrounding a group of destructive wild boars. In just seconds, dozens are caught. This isn't a scene from an action movie. It's part of the relentless efforts of American farmers to combat the country's most dangerous invader. But why has the simple net replaced guns and helicopters in tackling a multi-billion-dollar agricultural crisis every year? What's the truth behind this simple trap? From Texas to Missouri, semi-automatic net traps are becoming a strategic weapon that American farmers trust. They don't need ammunition. All they need is a round net, a steel stake, and a secret bait made from fermented corn mixed with gelatin, a scent that attracts wild boars close to the trap. Today's net trap technology is more advanced, with motion sensors, infrared cameras, and remote activation via phone, allowing hunters to control the timing of the trap's closure, ensuring that the whole herd is caught, not just a few. Comment 1 if you think this is a smart hunting method. What's remarkable is that the success rate of net traps at night is over 50%, as this is when wild boars are most active and less cautious. When net traps are not just tools but also a humane option, what surprises many is that the traps catch wild boars alive and hold them for transfer to invasive species control centers in Texas. Pregnant wild boars or those with young are not allowed to be hunted, and violations are strictly penalized. This is a testament to the efforts to balance agricultural protection with ecological ethics. An experienced hunter in Arkansas once shared that they had to spend over $1,500 for each helicopter hunting trip, but with a net trap, they only need $200 and one evening to catch an entire herd of wild boars. No guns required, yet still highly effective. As a result, the hunting community in the U.S. has started to reassess the net trap method. However, not everyone agrees. Some animal welfare organizations argue that forcing wild boars into a small space can cause them stress. On the other hand, experts debate that compared to using ammunition, net traps don't pollute the environment, don't threaten other species, and reduce the risk of accidents. It's the only solution that can be implemented on a large scale, cost-effective, and still effective for small-scale hunters. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this issue. Please leave a comment. The wild boar hunt is not just a story between humans and an invasive species, but also a profound reminder of how humans can address ecological conflicts with creativity and ethics. So, what do you think about net traps? Are they humane, or is there still room for improvement? Type 1 if you like them, or 0 if you're still undecided. Share this video so more people can learn about the quiet efforts of American farmers and discuss the use of modern technology in wild boar hunting. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Join us in the next video. In the mountains of Japan, particularly in the rugged and cold lands of Hokkaido, wolf populations have long called it home. Known for their speed of up to 40 miles per hour and their ability to hunt bison with high precision, these predators have been Japan's top threat for centuries. These wolves are both feared and revered in Japanese folklore, but their impact on the agricultural economy has made them a major enemy for farmers who depend on livestock for their livelihood. Do you want to know how the people of Japan deal with these wolves? If so, leave a comment with the number 1 to follow the video. In the early 20th century, particularly around 1910, the situation worsened as wolves began attacking livestock. The depletion of their natural food sources and the expansion of settlements into wilderness areas brought them closer to human habitation. Farmers in Hokkaido started to notice wolf tracks around their farms, followed by large-scale discoveries of livestock attacked by wolves. The estimated economic damage reached up to $20 million per year, which was a primary source of income for the local people, creating a dire situation that needed to be addressed by the government. address the growing crisis, the Japanese government implemented a comprehensive strategy to curb the wolf population. Central to this strategy was the deployment of specially trained hunting dogs. These dogs had the ability to track and confront wolves in the wild. Each hunting team consisted of 3 hunters and at least 5 dogs to ensure the success of their missions. The dogs underwent an intense 8-week training process and had to meet strict physical and behavioral standards to face off with wolves. The keen sense of smell of these hunting dogs played a crucial role in detecting and tracking wolves. With their powerful olfactory abilities, the dogs could detect the presence of wolves from a great distance, even when they were hiding in dense forests. This allowed hunters to pinpoint the exact location of their target, significantly increasing the chances of successfully bringing down a wolf. The dogs also played an important role in alerting hunters to danger and protecting them from other wildlife threats. To enhance the effectiveness of the hunt, the Japanese government released specialized firearms designed to minimize noise and environmental impact. These guns were often equipped with suppressors, allowing hunters to approach wolves from a distance without alarming them, thus improving their chances of a successful hunt. In addition, hunters used animal carcasses as bait to attract wolves into target areas. This method, combined with the use of hunting dogs, significantly reduced the wolf population from around 10,000 to only about 2,000 by the mid-1920s. Do you think using this method is reasonable? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave the number 5. During their hunting journey, hunters moved fluidly through the natural environment. They needed transportation to save time reaching hunting areas and to avoid getting lost. Hunters relied on red markers placed along the way to find safe routes, demonstrating a deep understanding of survival and adaptability in the harsh environment. This knowledge was part of the intensive training hunters underwent, equipping them with the skills necessary for hunting in such challenging conditions. The efforts to control the wolf population in Japan have had a profound impact on the country's agricultural economy. The reduction in the number of wolves helped livestock herds recover, stabilize the rural economy, and restore the livelihoods of farmers. However, the government continues to enforce strict hunting quotas, limiting the number of wolves each hunter can take down in a season to prevent overhunting and maintain ecological balance. Violations of these regulations can result in the confiscation of hunting licenses and fines of up to $10,000.
Nice shot.
After After each successful hunt, the Japanese government requires hunters to report the number of wolves they have taken down to ensure that hunting regulations are strictly followed. To reward their efforts, hunters are allowed to keep some of the wolf meat, which is considered a delicacy in certain regions of Japan. The meat is carefully prepared, with only the best parts being retained, while the rest of the wolf carcass is discarded to avoid health risks. Additionally, wolf pelts have become a valuable commodity used to make high-quality garments, bringing in significant sums on the Japanese market. In fact, in some areas, competitions are held to see who can process wolf hides the fastest, turning this activity into a community event that honors the skills and bravery of hunters. Don't forget to follow our channel for the latest videos. Share this video, and may God bless you. See you in our next video. These methods have been very effective in stopping the spread of some invasive species. Do you have any ideas for better solutions? Please leave your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss together. Thank you for patiently watching the entire video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And remember to tell your friends about us so they can watch too. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.
Hello everyone. The ocean, covering over 70% of the Earth's surface, is one of the richest and most diverse ecosystems on the planet. Among its vast marine life, tuna stands out as one of the most valuable commercial fish species. Are you ready to dive into this topic? If so, drop a 1 in the comments below. Tuna is one of the most important and widely recognized fish in the world. Known for their sleek, elongated bodies and striking colors, they are among the fastest swimmers in the ocean, reaching speeds of up to 75 km/h. With various species thriving in warm ocean waters, tuna are skilled predators, primarily feeding on small fish and crustaceans. Tuna are highly migratory, constantly traveling through warm waters in search of food and ideal spawning grounds. When it comes to reproduction, they are prolific spawners, with females releasing millions of eggs in a single season. This process takes place in warm waters, providing optimal conditions for egg development. However, in recent years, certain regions have experienced significant increases in tuna populations, particularly in areas with sustainable management and effective conservation measures. These recoveries are largely due to coordinated efforts by governments, nonprofits, and fishermen to reduce fishing pressure and establish marine protected areas, ensuring the long-term health of tuna stocks. Tuna fishing is crucial for both ecosystem balance and the seafood industry's economic value. Sustainable management helps regulate tuna populations, ensuring food chain stability and protecting other marine species. When conducted under strict regulations and close supervision, it promotes long-term ocean health. Do you support this approach? If yes, give this video a like. If not, drop a 0 in the comments to share your thoughts. In addition to its ecological importance, tuna holds immense economic value, particularly in high-demand markets like sushi and sashimi. This has driven fishermen and businesses to invest in the industry, creating jobs and boosting the economic development of coastal communities. Growing demand has also spurred research and innovation in fishing and processing technologies, optimizing production and improving preservation methods to meet market needs efficiently. However, strict regulation of tuna fishing is essential to prevent excessive strain on fish populations and maintain ecosystem balance. Overfishing or unregulated practices can cause a rapid decline in tuna numbers, disrupting the food chain and negatively impacting other marine species. Sustainable management is key to preserving both the environment and the long-term viability of the industry. Management measures such as seasonal regulations, catch limits, and conservation areas are crucial for protecting tuna populations. Additionally, regular monitoring and population assessments help ensure that fishing activities do not negatively impact marine ecosystems. By maintaining a balance between tuna harvesting and biodiversity conservation, we can secure the future of both the industry and the environment. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. See you in the next video. Lobsters are among the most sought-after seafood worldwide, recognized for their large bodies, powerful claws, and tough shells, which range from green to brown depending on the species and habitat. They thrive in cold, clean waters, often hiding in crevices or caves on the seabed. Are you ready to dive into this topic? If so, drop a 1 in the comments below. Lobsters have a diverse diet, as they are primarily omnivorous. They feed on a variety of foods including crustaceans, small fish, marine animals, and aquatic plants. Using their powerful claws, lobsters efficiently capture prey and navigate their surroundings, making them skilled hunters in their habitat. Lobsters follow a seasonal reproductive cycle, with spawning times varying by species and environmental conditions. A single female can produce millions of eggs in one spawning season. However, rapid population growth can disrupt ecosystem balance. An increase in lobster numbers may exert pressure on the marine environment, potentially leading to a decline in other aquatic species. To maintain ecological balance, controlled lobster fishing is essential. It helps regulate their population while protecting other marine species. However, sustainable management and conservation measures are crucial to prevent overexploitation and safeguard the marine environment. Do you support this approach? If yes, give this video a like. If not, drop a 0 in the comments to share your thoughts. Using traps is one of the most effective and widely used methods in the seafood industry for catching lobsters. These traps are typically box-shaped with small entrance holes, allowing lobsters to enter easily but making escape difficult. Fishermen use bait, such as fresh fish or other marine animals, to attract lobsters. Traps are strategically placed in areas with high lobster populations, like coral reefs or narrow seabeds, and are usually left for several days to maximize the catch. After checking the traps, fishermen collect the lobsters that meet size and quality standards, while undersized or non-compliant ones are safely released back into the water. This method not only helps regulate the lobster population but also minimizes harm to the species, ensuring sustainability. On average, a single trap yields between 1 and 10 lobsters per check, but in areas with high lobster densities, this number can exceed 20. Lobster diving is an exhilarating and adventurous experience. As you descend into the water, you're enveloped by the ocean's silence, with only the sound of waves and your steady breathing through the scuba gear. The excitement of spotting lobsters, hidden in crevices or caves, adds to the thrill. Each successful catch brings a sense of accomplishment, making it feel like you've conquered a true underwater challenge. However, strict regulations are essential to ensure sustainable lobster fishing and protect marine resources. Without proper management, overfishing could drastically reduce lobster populations, leading to imbalances in the marine ecosystem. Key measures such as designated fishing seasons, minimum size requirements, and harvest limits help prevent overexploitation and promote long-term sustainability. Additionally, regular monitoring and assessment of lobster populations are essential to adjust management strategies as needed. A sustainable management system not only protects lobster populations but also ensures that fishermen can continue earning a livelihood from this trade in the future. Implementing effective control measures helps conserve biodiversity and maintain the health of marine ecosystems. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the latest updates. See you in the next video.
Hello everyone. In recent years, wildfires in the United States have not only devastated vast landscapes, but also caused significant disruptions in wildlife behavior. The latest wildfire, known as the Foot Fire in Arizona, has burned 4,568 acres and was 80% contained as of July 5, 2024. This catastrophic event has inadvertently created opportunities for wildlife, particularly black bears, to invade urban areas. These animals have been spotted in various states such as California, New Jersey, and Florida. What are the impacts and damages caused by black bears entering urban areas? Leave a number 1 comment if you want to explore this pressing issue. One of the most alarming behaviors of black bears in urban areas is their tendency to break into homes. Driven by their strong sense of smell, bears are drawn by the scent of food into human residences. In Florida, a bear followed the scent of grilled meat into a house and was found rummaging through the kitchen. This incident not only demonstrates the adaptability of black bears, but also raises serious safety concerns for residents. In another instance, a bear invaded a man's yard, leading to a chaotic and panic-filled situation when he confronted the animal. Encounters like these are becoming more common and can result in property damage, injuries, and heightened fear within the community. In addition, black bears pose a significant risk on roadways. These animals often suddenly cross highways, leading to collisions that can be fatal for both the bear and humans. For example, in June 2023, a driver in New Jersey collided with a black bear that suddenly ran across the road. The bear did not survive, and the vehicle was severely damaged. These incidents highlight the need for effective measures to reduce encounters and ensure safety for both humans and wildlife. How can we address the growing presence of black bears in urban areas? Let's explore the measures currently being implemented in the United States. With the increasing number of black bear encounters in urban settings, American hunters have turned to hunting as a method to mitigate the damage caused by these animals. However, this approach requires a comprehensive understanding of regulations, proper weapons, and black bear behavior to ensure a humane and effective solution.
Ground, doesn't it? He's here. We all think he is?
Specifically, to hunt black bears, hunters must have a valid permit and hunting license issued by the government. Each state has specific regulations for black bear hunting, including designated hunting seasons, quotas, and allowed methods of hunting. These regulations are designed to manage the bear population sustainably and prevent overhunting. Hunters must also be knowledgeable about black bear behavior to predict their actions and ensure a humane approach. Have you ever hunted a bear? If yes, leave a number 1 comment, and if not, leave a number 0. In addition, choosing the right weapon is crucial when hunting bears. Typically, hunters use large caliber rifles or shotguns with appropriate ammunition, such as the .30-06 Springfield rifle or a 12-gauge shotgun. These weapons are powerful enough to ensure a quick and humane kill, minimizing the likelihood of prolonged suffering for the animal. hunters must also ensure their weapons are well maintained and that they are proficient in using them to ensure accuracy and safety during the hunt.
You can stay right here.
Yep.
What do you think about hunting as an effective way to manage black bear populations and reduce conflicts between humans and wildlife? Hunting black bears can be an effective tool for managing their population and minimizing the risks they pose to human communities. By controlling the bear population, hunting helps prevent overcrowding, reduces the likelihood of conflicts between humans and wildlife, and contributes to maintaining ecosystem balance. For example, hunting can regulate predator populations, which in turn affects the populations of other species and vegetation. This complex balance is essential for the health and sustainability of ecosystems.
Got him.
That's a giant bird. Dream hunt right here.
Furthermore, hunting provides economic benefits through the sale of licenses, permits, and related tourism activities. These revenue streams support local economies and fund conservation efforts, creating a positive feedback loop that benefits both humans and wildlife. In summary, regulated hunting can be a valuable component of wildlife management strategies. Despite its benefits, black bear hunting also faces numerous challenges. Safety is the top concern, as hunting large predator species like black bears carries significant risks. Hunters must be well prepared to handle dangerous situations, including the potential for bear attacks. Additionally, hunting often takes place in harsh environments, requiring hunters to be equipped to deal with adverse weather conditions and difficult terrain. Additionally, public perception is another significant issue. Hunting large predator species can be controversial, drawing opposition from animal rights groups and some segments of the public. These groups argue that hunting is inhumane and advocate for non-lethal wildlife management methods. Balancing these concerns with the practical need to manage bear populations is a complex and ongoing challenge for wildlife management agencies and hunters. Do you agree with the methods mentioned above? If so, enter number 1. If not, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments and continue watching to learn more.
Not much of a blood tracking job.
Oh, look at this.
He's down, eh?
Yeah.
The prairie wolf, once primarily found in the western United States, now has an estimated population of around 3 million. These highly skilled predators have managed to thrive in diverse environments, ranging from rural agricultural lands to suburban areas. However, their increasing presence presents significant challenges, sparking discussions about effective management and control strategies. How do prairie wolves impact our daily lives? And what strategies can we adopt to coexist with them while minimizing their negative effects? If you'd like to learn more, leave a comment with the number 1 to explore this video together. The prairie wolf is an incredibly adaptable animal, capable of surviving in a wide range of habitats. This adaptability has allowed them to spread across the mainland United States, excluding Hawaii. Large states, such as California and Texas, are known to have significant populations of prairie wolves. But these creatures have also been spotted in urban areas, agricultural lands, and forests throughout the country. Have you noticed any prairie wolves in your area? And if so, how has their presence affected the local ecosystem? One of the biggest concerns with the increasing prairie wolf population is their predation on livestock. Sheep and goats are particularly vulnerable to attacks by prairie wolves. The economic damage from such attacks is estimated at around $50 million annually. This figure highlights the severity of the issue for farmers and ranchers who rely on livestock for their livelihood. How can the community support farmers in minimizing these losses while promoting coexistence with wildlife? Guns have long been the primary tool for controlling the coyote population in the United States. With the adaptability and widespread presence of coyotes, especially in states like California and Texas, many landowners and hunters rely on guns to manage these resilient predators. But what are the advantages and disadvantages of using guns to control coyotes? And how can we balance this method with other management strategies? Guns are very effective in quickly reducing the number of coyotes, which is crucial for farmers and ranchers facing significant losses to livestock. The availability of various types of firearms, from rifles to shotguns, allows hunters to choose the most appropriate weapon for the specific situation. Long-range rifles are ideal for open fields, while shotguns are more effective in dense areas nearby. Have you ever participated in a coyote hunt? If so, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave the number 5.
Kill him. Go ahead.
One of the biggest advantages of using firearms is the immediate impact on reducing the coyote population. When coyotes cause damage to crops or prey on livestock, quick action is necessary. Firearms provide a direct and effective way to address the issue, preventing further damage and minimizing economic losses. Additionally, the versatility of firearms makes them suitable for use in a wide range of terrains and conditions. Whether in the dense forests of the Midwest or the plains of Texas, hunters can adjust their firearm choices to suit the environment, ensuring effective coyote management. However, one of the main concerns with using firearms is the risk of accidents. Handling firearms requires proper training and vigilance to prevent accidental discharges, which can lead to injury or even death. In densely populated areas, the risk of stray bullets can pose a significant danger to humans, pets, and other wildlife. This highlights the need for strict safety protocols, proper firearm handling training, and the use of appropriate measures to ensure the safety of both the hunters and the surrounding community.
Nice shot.
The use of firearms near residential areas or farms raises significant public safety concerns. Even experienced hunters can make mistakes, and the presence of firearms can create unease in the community, especially in areas where hunting is not common. Have you ever experienced or heard of any accidents involving firearms while hunting coyotes?
The right one. I'm on the right one. Yep, you can kill him.
Hunting regulations vary between states, with specific rules regarding the timing, location, and methods for hunting coyotes. These regulations can limit the effectiveness of firearm-based control measures, such as hunting only at certain times of the year or in specific areas, complicating efforts to manage coyote populations. Therefore, keeping up with and adhering to local hunting laws can be a challenge, especially for those who do not hunt regularly. Misunderstanding or neglecting these regulations can result in legal consequences, including fines and the revocation of hunting licenses. Helicopter culling operations have become a powerful tool for managing the growing coyote population across the United States. These aerial missions allow for a rapid and targeted reduction in coyote numbers, especially in areas where ground-based methods are ineffective. However, despite their effectiveness, the deployment of helicopters for coyote control is hindered by significant budget and resource constraints. The high costs associated with operating helicopters, including fuel, maintenance, and specialized personnel, mean that these operations are often only used in the most critical situations. The use of helicopter culling provides a quick and effective solution, but its high costs limit its widespread application, highlighting the need for more creative and cost-effective wildlife management strategies. Which method do you find most impressive, and which one do you think is the most effective for managing coyote populations? If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like and subscribe to support us. The wild boar population in California has become a significant problem, with an estimated 400,000 boars wreaking havoc on the state. These boars, descendants of domestic pigs and Eurasian wild boars, have adapted well to a variety of ecological environments across California. Spread across the vast fields of Central Valley, the food basket of the U.S., wild boars are not just a minor nuisance, but a real threat with their rapid destruction capabilities. If you find the story of wild boar invasion in California interesting, leave a comment with the number 1 and join the journey to explore this aggressive species. These creatures can overturn acres of farmland and pastures in a single night, leading to enormous financial losses, with millions of dollars in damages recorded. Additionally, the wild boar issue has spread beyond typical areas. In suburban regions, where urban and rural areas intersect, wild boars are becoming more common, wreaking havoc on gardens, parks, and even roadways. Their foraging behavior not only harms the beauty of these areas, but also causes significant damage to infrastructure, including road erosion, leading to costly repairs. To tackle the wild boar issue in California, hunting rifles are considered the top choice. These firearms are valued for their flexibility and significant stopping power, which are essential for dealing with aggressive animals like wild boars. However, before embarking on a hunting expedition, hunters must ensure that they have the proper licenses and permits issued by the government. Pump-action shotguns are a preferred option for many wild boar hunters, known for their durability and reliability.
Jesus.
The Mossberg 500 and Remington 870 are particularly popular due to their proven effectiveness in harsh outdoor environments. These shotgun models are designed for ease of use and durability, which are essential features for handling the rugged terrain where wild boars are commonly found. One of the standout advantages of using shotguns in wild boar hunting is their high effectiveness in close-quarter confrontations. This is often the case, as wild boars tend to appear in areas with complex terrain such as brush or dense forests. In such situations, visibility is often severely limited, sometimes making it difficult to spot wild boars until they are very close. Many hunters have actively adapted to the challenge of managing wild boar populations by incorporating all-terrain vehicles, ATVs, into their hunting plans. The varied and complex terrain of California's rural areas requires a flexible and mobile approach to effectively explore the vast regions where wild boars live. ATVs allow hunters to cover large areas quickly and efficiently, giving them the ability to respond to the unpredictable nature of wild boar behavior. ATVs have proven to be a practical tool, allowing hunters to easily navigate difficult terrains such as hills, dense forests, wetlands, and plains, thereby increasing hunting efficiency. Therefore, integrating ATVs into wild boar hunting strategies represents a practical and tactical adaptation to the challenging task of controlling this invasive and destructive species. However, using firearms while operating an ATV offers some benefits, but also presents several safety risks that cannot be overlooked. Handling and using a firearm during this activity can disrupt the focus and control needed, thereby increasing the risk of serious accidents. Particularly, shotguns, though popular in many situations, have a relatively limited effective range, usually not exceeding 50 yards under ideal conditions. This is a significant drawback when hunting wild hogs, an animal known for its high endurance and fast speed. What do you think about using a shotgun with an ATV to hunt wild hogs in California? If you think this is an effective method, press 1. If not, press 0, and leave your opinion in the comments. We look forward to hearing from you. As the ground shook under the weight of a herd of feral hogs roaming the farmlands of Central California, the crisp crack of rifles rang out in response. Hunting wild hogs with a rifle is not only a matter of tradition, but also a tactical decision based on the need for accuracy and safety. Sniper rifles like the Remington 700 are not only a popular choice, but also a favorite among hunters, especially those who value durability and ultimate accuracy. Known for their powerful and reliable performance, these rifles are often prized not only for their ability to handle high-capacity ammunition, but also for their ability to meet the demands of hunting large animals like feral hogs. In particular, the accuracy of a rifle shot plays a vital role in protecting the surrounding environment. Errant shots can pose a significant risk, potentially causing unintended harm to other wildlife or even humans in the surrounding area. The use of rifles reduces this risk, as their long-range accuracy ensures that only the intended target is hit. However, using a rifle for hunting is not simple and comes with significant challenges. In particular, successful hunting requires patience, careful preparation, and the ability to read and understand the natural landscape, thereby achieving high accuracy in each shot. Adopting a more unique strategy, domesticating wild boars, could be an innovative and effective solution to managing the growing wild boar population. This proposal aims not only to minimize the damage they cause, but also to exploit the potential to turn a major challenge into a valuable resource. Benefits of domesticating wild boars. Domesticating wild boars has many potential benefits. These animals can be raised and cared for in a controlled environment to produce meat, a highly prized food around the world. What do you think about domesticating wild boars? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching until the end. Please like and subscribe to support our channel for more great videos. We look forward to seeing you in the next videos.
Hello everyone. Imagine millions of ferocious monkeys freely invading your cities and gardens. This is not a science fiction story, but the daily nightmare of Texas residents, witnessing the invasion of over 4.7 million wild monkeys. These monkeys are causing significant damage to the city, estimated at around $75 million each year. The monkey invasion in Texas has reached alarming proportions, unleashing a host of troubling consequences. Current estimates suggest that roughly 3,000 to 4,000 monkeys are rampaging through the area. They don't merely spark disease outbreaks, they also dramatically disrupt local living conditions and daily human routines. This massive band of monkeys is inflicting widespread economic havoc, demolishing both public and private assets. Consequently, residents are perpetually on edge when venturing outdoors, constantly exposed to the threat of these relentless primates. The gravity of the crisis has compelled officials to step in, rolling out stringent measures to curb the mounting threat of the monkey invasion. Texans have embraced an inventive, eco-friendly approach to tackling the issue. They've harnessed modern technology to deploy electric fences. This innovative system of electric wire fences, strategically positioned around residential areas, emits a gentle, low-voltage current that unsettles the monkeys without causing harm. Upon contact, these primates receive a brief, mild shock that compels them to quickly steer clear. This area has successfully thwarted monkey intrusions without inflicting any harm. The electric fence now stands as a secure, efficient, and eco-friendly safeguard, protecting the community from the disruptive antics of wild monkeys. Furthermore, an even more cutting-edge approach involves installing monkey-deterrent devices that utilize sound wave technology. Strategically placed in areas frequently overrun by monkeys, these gadgets emit ultra-high frequency sounds, from 20 kHz to 60 kHz, that remain inaudible to humans while effectively instilling discomfort and fear the primates. Upon hearing these high-frequency sounds, monkey troops swiftly vacate the area. These user-friendly, easy-to-install deterrent devices have emerged as a highly effective solution for controlling the wild monkey population in Texas. In densely populated areas, monkeys often stage food raids, swiftly snatching edibles from residents and tourists alike. Accordingly, locals have devised an inventive solution, mixing food with chili peppers and offering it to the monkeys. This method taps into the primates' fondness for fruits, particularly sweet varieties like bananas, apples, or pineapples. Residents assemble boxes brimming with fresh fruits. Yet before offering them to the monkeys, they mix in a generous dose of chili peppers. When the monkeys take a bite, the unexpected burst of spice startles them, prompting a swift retreat and a lasting avoidance of the area. In recent years, the U.S. has witnessed an unprecedented surge in its wild monkey population. As conventional deterrents have lost their effectiveness, residents have turned to a more humane and efficient solution: the deployment of iron cage traps. Iron cage traps boast a rectangular box design, complete with small external tubes and a pair of doors that cleverly lure monkeys inside. Typically, these traps are installed in monkey-prone hotspots like home gardens, greenhouse areas, and garbage dumps. Inside the cage, hunters strategically place enticing bait, ranging from fresh fruits to other treats beloved by monkeys. Lured by the irresistible aroma, the hungry primates swiftly surge toward the offering, eager to grab a bite. Once inside, the monkeys find escape impossible since the doors only swing outward. The trap's dual entrances are cleverly engineered to boost the odds of capturing even more of these elusive creatures. Once a specific quota of monkeys is captured, the hunters transport them to a secure, remote natural refuge, far removed from urban centers, where they are safely released back into the wild. Moreover, when monkey numbers escalate at an alarming pace, regulated hunting is employed as a strategic measure to help curb their population surge. The Remington 700 hunting rifle has earned its reputation as a formidable and precise long-range weapon, frequently employed in Texas to target wild monkey troops. Its timeless design is matched by meticulously engineered, robust metal components and an exceptionally accurate barrel. Coupled with the extreme firepower of large-caliber rounds like the .30-06 Springfield or 300 Win Mag, the Remington 700 effortlessly neutralizes even the most ferocious monkey groups from a safe distance. Each year, nearly 1,500 wild monkeys fall victim to modern hunting rifles. Yet, this method of culling has ignited fierce opposition from local communities and animal protection groups. The sheer destructive force of rifle ammunition not only inflicts severe injuries, but often brings about instantaneous death. Each year, an innumerable number of monkeys undergo a so-called humane transformation, exploited under the guise of disease treatment. Every part of them, down to the last hair, is harvested, as their meat, blood, fat, brain, bile, and fur are all repackaged as miraculous remedies for human ailments. This practice not only contradicts core human ethics but also leads to the heartbreaking loss of dwindling wild animal populations. In your view, which method would you prioritize for managing the wild monkey population? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, setting aside the chaos of invasive wild monkeys, let's explore how Australian farmers tackle the challenge of millions of invasive wild boars. According to the Australian Department of Agriculture, current data reveal that roughly 24 million wild boars now roam the vast expanses of the country. This means wild boars now represent a staggering one-third of Australia's population, with their highest concentrations found in New South Wales, Queensland, and the Northern Territory. In New South Wales alone, experts estimate there are around 6 million wild boars, collectively causing up to $200 million in economic damage each year. In response to the escalating threat posed by wild boars, both the Australian government and conservation organizations have initiated numerous large-scale control campaigns. Hunting wild boars has emerged as the top priority strategy, with the deployment of hunting dogs significantly boosting operational efficiency, especially in the rugged, remote forest areas where these operations take place. Renowned for their exceptional tracking, pursuit, and prey control abilities, dog breeds such as Cranberry dogs, Trover dogs, and New Zealand Way dogs are frequently deployed. When wild boars are spotted, a pack of agile hunting dogs springs into action, swiftly charging toward them, pursuing relentlessly and pinning the boar in place. Hunters then tune into the dog's barking, using it as a precise signal to pinpoint the boar's location and move in for the takedown. In 2022 alone, Australian hunters managed to capture about 1.5 million wild boars, a remarkable figure that, despite its scale, falls short of halting the explosive growth of the wild boar population. Beyond hunting, additional strategies, such as deploying iron cage traps, are concurrently implemented to bolster overall control efforts against the wild boar population. For effective wild boar trapping, hunters meticulously scout locations by deciphering clear signs of boar activity. Footprints, droppings, and well-worn trails all serve as crucial indicators. They typically set their traps near water sources, where wild boars naturally congregate to drink and cool off. Once an ideal spot is pinpointed, hunters proceed to set the traps. They strategically use baits, ranging from grains and fruits to food scraps, placing them at the trap's entrance and along the path into the chamber, effectively luring wild boars deep inside until they are caught. Which method do you find more compelling, hunting or trapping? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to my channel for more updates and support. Thank you, and see you in the next video.